At its core, dating always starts with learning about this new person and whether or not the two of you will be a good fit. Even if you're both just looking for a hookup, there still needs to be a level of compatibility there. So learning how to test a woman's character without being weird and manipulative is a helpful skill. You want to be sure that you are doing it properly, however at the same time you don't want to come off as being too pushy or aggressive. Some routines are more subtle than others, and can be easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. While there are some men who do this to find out if the woman is worth their time, other guys do it to see if they can push her buttons and get a reaction. High-value men have their own ways of testing a woman's character. They use intellect, nonverbal communication and even seduction to get to the bottom of a woman's persona. They don't test every woman they meet, however if they're interested in someone, they will absolutely try to see what she's made of. You may say that these types of men aren't the type to settle down with one woman, however that's not at all necessarily true. They just want to make certain they are with the right woman before making a commitment. They understand that a relationship is a huge expenditure, and want to be sure it's worth it in the long run. So with that said, here are 8 ways high-value men test women. Number 1. They test her confidence level. When it comes to women, confidence is everything. This is something that high-value men find very alluring. This is the type of woman who isn't going to take any BS from anyone. The problem is that some women take their self-assurance too far. They become arrogant, and think they're better than everyone else. They may get to a point where they're actually quite irritating. They think they can do nothing wrong, and whatever they do or say is always right. While this may work for some men, it's a huge turn-off for men of high value. Confidence is attractive, however only when it's balanced with modesty. This type of woman is secure in herself, however also understands she's not perfect. She's able to take constructive criticism, and learn to work on her weaknesses. This is the type of self-assurance that these men find irresistible. While many divas might have the confidence of a queen, they often lack the humility to balance it out. This is why high-value men often prefer down-to-earth women. They're self-assured, however they're also realistic. They are able to take charge when necessary, but also understand when to follow. Number 2. They test her emotional intelligence. Men of high value understand that a woman's emotions can be her biggest Achilles heel. He will try to push her buttons and see how she reacts. If she gets defensive, she might not be as secure as she seems. This is a major turn-off for high-value men. On the other hand, if she remains calm and reserved, she may be the woman who can handle whatever life throws at her. This is the type of woman a man of high value wants by his side. We often see divas who fall apart at the first sign of trouble. They are emotional, and react to everything without a thought. They even cry at a moment's notice. Of course, there is nothing wrong with being emotional, however it's not something these men want in a mate. You want someone who can remain calm and collected in stressful situations, otherwise she will be a liability. Emotional intelligence is a valuable trait in any human being. It's the ability to control and maintain your emotions. Not only does it make you a greater person, but it also makes you more alluring and attractive to others. Number 3. Her sense of excitement. Having a sense of excitement doesn't exactly mean she has to be an adrenaline junkie. It just means she's willing to step out of her comfort zone every once in a while and try new things. Whether it's trying a new restaurant or traveling to a new place, she should be open to trying new experiences. A venturesome woman is someone who is always up for anything. A man of high value tests her to see how she handles new or unanticipated situations. This shows flexibility, the ability to adapt, and not being scared of a little bit of risk. While some women might be timid to leave their comfort zone, a venturesome woman is excited by it. She looks at it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This is the type of woman that high-value men are attracted to. They want a woman who is willing to take risks and try new things. A sense of excitement is attractive, however only when it's balanced with caution. Blindly leaping into new experiences is not always the greatest idea. Sometimes it's necessary to take a step back and evaluate the situation before diving right in. She should not be afraid to take risks, however also understand when to be cautious. Number 4. Her ability to be supportive. Let's say you plan to start a new business and tell her this idea. How does she show support your idea? Does she inspire and give you helpful suggestions or recommendations? Does she guarantee she'll show support for you? Or does she tell you that your idea will never work? Being supportive is one of the top qualities a woman must have. This goes beyond cooking dinner and doing your laundry. Being supportive is about believing in your vision and following you along your journey. A supportive woman will help convert your dreams into reality. She will be by your side, motivating and helping you every step of the way. High-value men need this type of woman in their lives. Sometimes a woman might not be able to offer much hands-on support, however, if she is uplifting and passionate, that's really all these men need. Just knowing that she believes in and is cheering for him is all that's required. This type of woman will help these men achieve anything they put their minds to. Number 5. They test for her manners. A high-value man will often test a woman's manners to see if she is a genuine lady. While this might seem old-fashioned, it's actually a very effective way to ascertain her character. A woman with good manners is respectful, considerate of others, and has a strong sense of etiquette. Nothing is worse than a woman who doesn't understand how to behave in public. If she constantly interrupts people, talks down to others, or is ill-mannered, high-value men will rapidly lose interest. It's equivalent to nails on a chalkboard to them. On the contrary, a woman with great manners is more than pleasant to be around. She understands how to have a conversation without dominating it. She is appreciative of other people's opinions, and is always considerate of others. And fortunately for us men, there are still many women out there who understand how to behave respectably. Number 6. They test her sense of humor. Humor is a form of intelligence. It's the ability to see the satire and absurdity in a situation, and use it to your advantage. It's also a way to keep others on their toes. If you can't take a little bit of sarcastic humor, you're probably not as sharp as you think. The right amount of sarcasm is a turn-on for a high-value man. If she can dish it out and take it, she's definitely someone he would want to keep around. This is a sign that she's smart and quick-witted. She's also not shy to speak her mind. This woman understands how to hold her own in a conversation. There is a fine line between sarcasm and just being rude. If she is constantly sarcastic and never has anything pleasant to say, she's probably not someone these guys would want to be around. This is a sign of sadness and insecurity. Sarcasm is only funny when it's used in moderation. While some people might find a woman who is always sarcastic to be delightful, high-value men prefer a woman who understands when to use it and when to turn it off. Number 7. Accepting of their free-spirited nature. This one is huge. A high-value man is very independent, and doesn't like to be tied down. He wants a woman who can handle his independence and won't get jealous or clingy. A secure woman will let him have his space and won't try to control him. Women who are needy and controlling are a big turn-off to a man of high value. He likes his space and needs her to respect that. He also likes a challenge, so an independent woman who has her own things going on will definitely catch his attention. The ability to accept his free-spirited nature is incredibly important in any relationship. If you can't handle this, then you're probably not ready for a serious relationship. These types of men need some time alone to reflect and recharge. This is when he overthinks things and plans his next moves. He may look like he's not interested, however he's actually just trying to process everything. This alone time is critical for him, so his mate needs to understand and respect that. Number 8. They test for high or low maintenance. There is nothing worse than a high-maintenance woman. She's always demanding attention, never happy with anything, and always making a scene. It's exhausting just to be around her. She is making you work too hard for her attention. Some women seem to think that the more they demand, the more they will get. This is not the case with high-value men. They are actually turned off by this type of woman. They would much rather spend their time with someone who understands how to appreciate the simple things in life. A high-maintenance woman is also usually shallow and superficial. She cares more about material things than she does about anything else. She needs to be constantly entertained, which is really just a form of being self-absorbed. It'll feel like having a full-time job just to keep her happy and satisfied.